Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom review. See by the title below, yes, this is on episode 6 of Tokyo Ghoul Re, and I was pretty damn excited to see how this episode would be, considering it looked like we would have a fight. I mean, we had like the beginning of the fight between Hayase and Takizawa, and obviously big things were to come, and I was expecting to see some Kaneki being thrown in, like Hayase was not gonna be able to handle him, and somehow giving, control over to Kaneki or something along those lines. And we did kind of get that in this episode at the very end. It seems like there's been kind of like a mutual understanding, I guess, between Hayase and Kaneki, and they're going to be coinciding in the same body, something like that. I'm not fully sure on the specifics of how everything is going on at the very end, but I gotta say, this episode was full of action, and the animation was actually, that's one of the things that people have been harping on pretty hard, and I'm not going to disagree. It's been pretty bad, but in this episode, it got better. It's still not the best animation I've ever seen, that's for sure, but it got better. The action scenes, I wish there were a little more. A lot of it is just kind of just them, boom, you gotta punch in, then boosh, and then that's it, and then they come flying out. It's nothing like a continuous fight in a way throughout any of the fights that we had in this one, and there were a bunch of fights. There was like 3 main fights that we had in this episode. So action side, a little like it wasn't too much, but it was still pretty exciting to see a lot of different things. The first fight obviously was against the Nutcracker, and that one, I gotta say, I was kind of a little disappointed because I wanted to see more of Psycho. We finally get to see her unleash, or kind of see her unleash her power. We didn't really get to see it because she just said those words and then boom, exploded the whole building kind of, and that was it. Nutcracker was down, gone. So hopefully we do see a lot more of Psycho, because I kind of like her character. It's interesting because she's supposed to have, like, out of all of them, the most latent, strongest ability kind of thing. That's what they said. So I'm not too sure. I want to see more of her. I'm not too sure how much and when we are going to, but it was interesting to see at least her actually, do some combat, because in this episode she was just like, I don't know what to do. And it seems like that's it. The whole, like, pretty much throughout the past couple episodes, it's just her holding a hammer, and that's about it. So I was just like, okay, at least we get to see that she is powerful. So hopes for the future of seeing more of her, that's for sure. The other fight obviously was with Toru and Yuri, and I gotta say, Yuri goes completely loose. Obviously, he goes super crazy because of the surgery that he did by going farther. He pretty much just like was not in control of himself, and there was like a bunch of people talking in his head and everything, and I was just like, okay, yeah, he reached the next level of insanity, that's for sure. He even was so crazy that he ends up hitting Toru in the stomach. Looks like punching straight a hole in Toru, and all of a sudden Toru, he finally shows his Kagane, and I'm not sure what it is, because Yuri's over here like smelling him for some reason. It's like, and then it just doesn't show. It doesn't say anything after that. So, like, thanks for that little cliffhanger on that. I guess we're gonna have to learn more about Toru later in the future. There's like some hidden thing, because Toru's finally able to unlock his Kagane or something like that. I'm not too sure. It was like kind of like 4 scorpion tails if I had to describe what it was, And then of course obviously Juzo, and like I don't know who the rest of these guys are, maybe Juzo's personal bodyguards or something, but they literally just destroyed, and that was a pretty cool badass scene and everything, I'm not gonna lie. But obviously the main thing that we've been waiting for, the main thing I wanted to see, and it was kind of teased at the very beginning of the episode, was the whole thing of Takizawa versus Hayase. When the beginning happened and they showed Hayase looking up at, Kaneki in the chair, and then it just cut off there, I was like, oh my gosh, you're not gonna tease this and not show it at all, are you? But fortunately, we do get to see it through, of course, Hayase's like numerous screams of Takizawa just throwing him literally all over the creation, Hinami coming in to try and protect him and everything. And that part, I would say the second half was where the fights got a lot better. The first 2, I didn't care for it too much, but the second half is where it was like, holy shit, things are going to go down. Hinami versus Takizawa. Hinami obviously can't beat him, because I'm still not too sure the specifics, if anyone can explain what an owl really is, because I could have sworn that was just referred to one of the characters in, the one-eyed owl and everything in previously. Is an owl like a ranking or something like that? Because they're all the ghouls are ranked in a specific, course, S rank, A rank, SS rank, stuff like that. You know, the normal rankings. But Hinami's over here like saying stuff like, oh, so this is how strong an owl is. So, like, I'm not too sure on specifics. Like I said, I'm only an anime watcher only, so I'm not really too sure on what the heck's going on with that. But yeah, obviously Takizawa is super crazy, super strong, and he wants to destroy Hayase. To which, of course, Hayase finally, like I said before, has an understanding between him and Kaneki in a way, and it looks like they're going to kind of coincide in his body with his memory still there and everything. I'm not too sure how this is going to work, if we're going to see more of Kaneki, maybe him and Hayase talking a lot more in his mind or something, and then sometimes maybe giving over control of his body. I'm not too sure, because I mean, right when he walked up, Unravel started playing, the cracking of his finger like that. I was like, thank you for bringing Unravel in at this scene. Unfortunately, I gotta say that fight right after when Unravel started playing, it was not as hyped and excited, as amazing as I thought it was going to be. It was still kind of just like boom, boom, boom. You know, he's beating up Takizawa, boom, boom, boom. You know, Takizawa's beating up Kaneki or Hayase, whoever it is at that moment. And then, boom, double KO. They both stab each other and fall down. And that was the end of the episode. Pretty cool, pretty exciting, pretty awesome. But the action just didn't live up to the hype of, you know, Unravel playing to it. When you play Unravel, I expect some crazy ass shit to happen, honestly. But yeah, overall, I gotta say, pretty exciting, enjoyable episode. Got numerous different, you know, amount of fights. We got some unveilings and some interesting questions that have thrown in after watching this one from, you know, what is Psycho's power? How strong really, you know, is she? Are we gonna see more of her? What's up with Toru's Kagane? Is there something different? Because Yuri was smelling her and saying something like, you're a, and then just cuts off there. There's a whole thing with Yuri and his kind of going crazy because of the surgery and everything. Or is that going to be thrown in? Are they going to say anything about that? And then, of course, the very ending with, you know, what's it called? Kaneki and Hayase having some talks in his mind. And I'm not too sure fully if, you know, Kaneki is back, or if he's just like for momentarily being able to control his body or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely excited to see what's going to be happening in these next episodes. Like I said, whenever there's an episode that throws a bunch of questions up in the air, when we do get the answers, it's been pretty awesome so far. So I cannot wait to see when we do get those answers. If it's the next episode, awesome. If not, hopefully in the next coming episodes. Overall, this is probably the peak, and we're probably going to settle down a bit after this episode, but I'm still excited to see how the rest of the next couple episodes do go. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Is there anything missing you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. As always, guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Anime watchers only. How did you feel about this episode? Did you enjoy it like I did? Or is there anything you wanted to, you had questions or anything you want to talk about? Feel free to comment below. And as always, guys, source material readers, manga readers, how did you feel about this episode? Was it adapted well? Obviously, don't put any spoilers. Just overall put how you felt about this episode. And remember, like I said, if you do want to put spoilers, just do the normal skip 4 lines so that if it has the read more thing, and if someone clicks it, that's their choice. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, see ya.